Hi, so I went to a different Target recently and I happened to look through the makeup aisles to see if their Target had anything different than what my Target has. I came across a new product from Covergirl, at least that's what the packaging says. It says it's new. It says it's the Bombshell Powder Brow and Liner by Lash Blast. It comes in like a cone tube, kind of like how you would get a liquid liner. There were a few other different shades, but the one that I picked up was number 810 medium brown. Now it says that it's a powder meant for your eyebrows, but you can also use it as an eyeliner. I'm going to go ahead and read the description on the back. It says, bring bombshell smolder to brow and eyes. Soft powder fills in, defines, and creates fuller brows. Use also to softly line and define the eye. Product adheres to brows. So basically, I'm going to open up this product and give you my initial thoughts on it. All I have on my face right now is my eye makeup. I don't have any eyebrow stuff on. As you can see, parts of my brows is pretty sparse, and normally they're filled in with a darker brown type of eyeshadow. So opening it up, and it's like a plastic tube, very similar to the liquid liners that I've seen before. And here's just a close-up of the product for you. Okay, so this is the applicator. I wanted to zoom in a lot, that way you can see what the applicator looks like, and I'm going ahead and turning it for you to show you what it looks like on all sides. Like this little rectangular nib, and it looks very soft. I'm gonna go ahead and do a swatch. There was a blonde color, a medium brown, a dark brown, and I believe there was a black. So I went ahead and looked at the packaging a little bit more, and it doesn't necessarily give you any directions for use. I mean, it is kind of self-explanatory, but let's say someone who didn't really know much about filling in your brows wanted to know how to do it. They could have included like a little diagram or something like that on the back. So I'm done filling in this brow, and honestly my initial reaction when filling them in is I could feel that the texture of it was stiffening my brows. It said that it adheres to your brows, and it did that pretty well. The other thing that I noticed is that the applicator on this product is very easy for you to overdraw your brows. I did that a couple times when I was trying to line the tail end. When I would lay the squib down flat, at least that's what I'm calling it a squib. When I laid it down flat, it applied too much product outside of the brow line. As far as the color match goes, I think I did okay. In a certain type of light, which I'm using natural light right now from my window, it almost looks in real life like it has red-orange tint to it. I don't know if you can tell by the swatch or not, but if it was like a neutrally type of cool toned brown, I think that would match me a little bit more. Since I got my hair dyed at the salon, my hair is a little bit more of a warmer tone instead of an ashy tone, so I don't think it's too far off. But for those who have like extremely cool toned hair, I don't think you're gonna have much of a color option because they didn't provide like a gray. They just had blonde, medium brown, dark brown, black. I mean, in all honesty, I don't think it did a bad job, but I did end up having to go back in with a Q-tip and clean up the edges because it wasn't precise enough for my liking of a brow application. And this is my personal preference, but I'm so used to going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills brush where it's so fine and angled, and I'm so used to getting a precise line. And I found that it got harder to do a precise application when it came to the tail end of the brow because the squib is a little bit, it doesn't come to a point. So I found that it was a little hard to try and draw the precise point at the end of my brow like I like to. Granted, it is a small applicator, but when you try and go in and draw a point, it just ends up making a rounded tip, and the product doesn't go where you want it to. At least for me, it doesn't. Those were just the initial things that I thought of when I was filling in my brows, but I'm going to go ahead and do the other brow off camera, and then after that, I'm going to go ahead and tell you my overall thoughts of this first impression. Okay, so I'm done filling in my other eyebrow, and now to tell you how I feel about it. I realize that first impression videos can be a little iffy because, you know, you can try a product and not like it, and then months later try it again and realize that you really liked it, and vice versa. Like I've said in my last first impression video that I did. Overall, right now I'm just going to tell you how I feel. I don't think this is the best brow product. I find that this applicator is not ideal for getting the precise application that you want. Now, if you're buying this product to fill in the main part of your brows and then go back in with a definer type color with a angled brush and then, you know, do the tail end, then that's fine too because that'll sharpen up the edges for you. But if you were planning on doing your whole brows with this product, I would say that's a no-no. I'm just not a big fan of the fact that the applicator isn't precise enough for me to do the outline of my brows and then fill them in as well. In real life, this does have a little bit of a red tone to it, which doesn't really bother me because, like I said, my hair has some warm tones to it, but for someone who has really ashy toned hair, they probably wouldn't like that. I got this product from Target and it was retailed for $8.99. However, I did have a manufacturer's coupon, so technically I got it for $7.99, but I think for even that much, it's kind of overpriced. But I don't think that this product is a complete miss in my opinion, and the reason why is because it claims to also be a powder eyeliner. Because of how expensive the product is, I wouldn't suggest you buy it if you were looking for it to be just a brow powder, but if you were buying it for the eyeliner part as well, then I would say yeah, go ahead, it's worth it. So as far as my final straight to the point thoughts on this goes, I don't think that this is the greatest brow product that is offered at the drugstore by any means, but I do think that it may be worth your time and money to look into it if you're interested in a brown powder eyeliner as well. Like I said, I don't think it's the powder that's the problem. I think it would be a much better product and it would function a lot better if the applicator was shaped a little bit differently. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and hopefully you'll stick around for more videos to come. Bye.